Okay, so we've got, wow, yes, some really good ones in this one. Mortal Kombat, guilty pleasure. Video games don't always translate well to film, but this is trash in some ways, but also such a fun, crazy, mindless trash assault on the senses of fighting, which goes nicely with this manga ninja scroll. This is a really cool film. Not quite as good as Fist of the North Star, but you know, not far behind. Really cool action and great animation on that one. The original Boris Karloff 1932, The Mummy. You've got to love a bit of classic horror. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Mortal Kombat, the animated video, The Journey Begins. I got this because it looked great. I was young. The making of Mortal Kombat's interesting on it. Obviously, the actual animated film's bizarre. I mean, the graphics on that at the time were okay, but even at the time, I was questionable. Not as good as Mortal Kombat, but, you know, Street Fighter on the Cinema Club. Saw this at the cinema. I must admit, I was young, and when I saw it, I was actually disappointed then. I did expect more from it, but, you know, they went an interesting direction with the film, with the characters, a bit different than I thought and I would have. But Dances with Wolves, classic Western with Kevin Costner. And we have Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I actually really like this one. I know it gets a lot of hate and slated. And this is the original edit, not the later producer's cut and all that malarkey, but I do actually have a bootleg of all the different edits of this, all several of them. But great straight to video horror slasher. I really like it. I think it's one of the better entries. I know it's got its issues, but it's still really fun watch. Love this one. This is a bit of a spaghetti western with a difference. This is one of my more favourite spaghetti western films, High Plains Drifter with Clint Eastwood. One of the more hard-hitting tales. Have Power Rider, which this is pretty good. Not as good as High Plains Drifter, but my granddad got me into that one. And this is an okay film. We've got this Clint Eastwood western range here, Honky Tonk Man, which you know, these were quite nice releases. Picked this one up at Car Boot Sale actually, but yeah, just that was average one there. Some Outback horror with Razorback. This is fun. This is fun, cheesy horror. Quite fun. Popcorn flick, I would say. Classic here, John Ford film Stagecoach with John Wayne. Obviously, this is a classic bit of cinema history there. So it does well in the collection. Some more Cinema Club, Young Guns. This is a fun film actually, a bit more of a kind of more modernised, brutal western. Well, I say that not now, not now in 2021 it ain't, but good stuff there. The Cowboys with John Wayne. This is another range I collected before the DVDs on VHS. The Screen Classics range, which you know, is good Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon viewing. Street Fighter 2, the animated movie from manga. Fun film, probably better than the Van Damme live action film. Interesting. I mean, when I first saw this, I mean, realistically, this film is just fight after fight after fight after fight. It's got some cool scenes, and I do like some of it. The fighting's great. I mean, there's not a lot to that film, if I'm honest. It's just a fun, no-brainer watch. True Grit, the original with John Wayne. Got quite a Western collection here because of my granddad. Here's that Screen Classics logo again. Cahill, United States Marshals. This is one of John Wayne's more later films. I think this is when this film's a bit more darker and moodier and grittier than the other John Wayne stuff, and I quite liked it for that. This was a better toned film for me. I like the darker side of stuff. Guilty pleasure, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, the sequel to Mortal Kombat, which really is quite a crap trash film, but it's so bad it's a good film. I mean, yeah, it's I can watch this and have fun with this because it's outrageous fun, really. I mean, it literally is the video game into the film. Not quite as drastic as House of the Dead with actual footage, but some John Wayne double bill here. This is some old stuff here, very old westerns, old western movies. The Tombstone with Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer. This is this is good. Some of these newer westerns from the Clint Eastwood spaghetti era aren't, to me, don't capture the atmosphere as some of the Eastwood stuff did. But we've got some more screen classics, and this is the infamous The Searchers, the John Ford film. Yeah, this is a good one as well, an old classic known one.